Canada's food inspectors tested 92 bottles of olive oil off grocery shelves. 22 were lying, adulterated, or claiming an extra virgin grade they couldn't back up. Nearly 1 bottle in 4. They don't say which brands. But the ones with documented problems, the lawsuits, the failed lab tests, aren't the cheap ones. They're the Italian names you already trust. Now, one thing up front, because we don't overstate here, this isn't about canola oil hidden in your bottle. The largest testing program of its kind checked 190 samples across the top brands, including bottles bought in Canada, and found no such adulteration. The real, provable problem is quieter. It's grade and origin. Oil that isn't the quality it claims from places the label won't name. And one of the most trusted Italian names on your shelf paid $7 million to settle a lawsuit over exactly that. We'll get to who. Stay to the end. We expose 5 of the worst bottles on Canadian shelves, including one that's been refined into something that's barely olive oil at all. Plus 3 that give you exactly what you pay for. Stay to the end, because what separates the good list isn't heritage, and it isn't price, it's whether somebody else checks. One rule for the whole list. Real extra virgin olive oil is one thing. The fresh pressed juice of olives, cold pressed, nothing added, nothing refined. So every bottle gets the same test. What's in it beyond that, and what won't the label tell you? Some you catch by flipping the bottle over. The worst ones pass every check your eyes can do, and those are at the top. Here are the 5 worst. Number 5. Store brand, light and pure. Beyond fresh pressed olives, heat, chemicals, and refining. This isn't a brand, it's a category in every grocery chain. Light and pure aren't quality grades. They're refined oils, stripped of flavor, color, and the polyphenols and oleocanthal you're paying for. What's left is a pale, near-flavorless fat wearing the same Mediterranean imagery as the real thing. The test? Read the front. If it doesn't say extra virgin, it isn't. Light or pure means refined oil, however green the label. Number 4. Gallo. Beyond fresh-pressed olives. Nothing added, but nothing you can trace. Gallo is real olive oil. The problem is what it won't tell you. Most Gallo here reads product of EU. No country, no region, no harvest date. Blended on price to taste the same every season. President's Choice Splendido and most store-brand Italian bottles run the same play. Real oil, unnamed origins, no date. The test? Smell a spoonful. Fresh extra virgin is grassy and peppery. Flat or odorless means oxidized. Number 3. Cola Vita. Beyond fresh-pressed olives, on paper, nothing. In testing, not always the grade on the label. Cola Vita sells an Italian family story at a premium. But it was one of 5 top-selling imported brands in the landmark UC Davis study of 2010 and 2011, where 73% of the group's samples failed the extra virgin sensory standard, not from being cut with cheaper oil, but from being rancid or oxidized. Honest caveat, that's the combined rate for all 5 brands, not Cola Vitas alone, and the samples are 15 years old. A documented pattern, not a verdict on today's bottle. The test? Hold a teaspoon in your mouth for 10 seconds. Real extra virgin leaves a peppery catch at the back of your throat. That's oleocanthal, and it only comes from fresh, cold-pressed oil. Now the 2 where reading the label won't save you. Number 2. Filippo Barrio. Beyond fresh-pressed olives, nothing you can see, that's the problem. The front says extra virgin, imported from Italy. The fine print admits the olives can come from Spain, Greece, or Tunisia. Its maker, Salov, faced a US class action over that imported from Italy wording. And it was one of the same 5 brands in the UC Davis study. When Delish blind tested 13 oils in 2024, their editors ranked Filippo Barrio dead last. None of it shows on the label. The test? Look for a harvest date and the country the olives were grown in, not just bottled in. No to either, and you're paying heritage prices for a mystery. Number 1. Bertolli. Beyond fresh-pressed olives, nothing on the label. And a story it'll never tell you. Bertolli and Carapelli, 2 of the most Italian-looking labels on the shelf, are both owned by the same Spanish company, Dioleo. In 2018, Diolio settled a U.S. class action for $7 million. The suit alleged the oil was marketed imported from Italy when the olives weren't Italian, and extra virgin when it didn't hold that grade to the bottle. Dioleo denied wrongdoing and dropped the imported from Italy wording. There's your $7 million name. The test: hold it to the light. Real extra virgin has a haze and a green gold tone. But clarity isn't purity, and neither is an Italian name. Italian by branding, not by origin. The real ones. These three have what no bottle above them did: proof somebody else checks. Two of the three were in that program that found no adulteration. Accessible, Terra Delissa. 100% Tunisian, single source, cold pressed within about 4 hours. Every bottle has a QR code on IBM's Food Trust blockchain. Scan it and follow the oil from orchard to bottling. NAOOA certified, acidity under 0.4%. At Costco, Walmart, and Loblaws. Top spot because it's the rare bottle whose origin you can verify yourself in the store with your phone. Open it, smell it, clean, mild, approachable. The right pick for families who want quality without paying a premium. Mid-range, Kirkland Signature Organic. Certified organic at Costco. In that testing program, brand blind, accredited labs, designed by a Yale biostatistician, Kirkland was one of the private labels included, and the whole group came back with zero adulteration. Full disclosure, it's a store brand, and the program was funded by the industry's own association, though independently designed and blind. We're recommending the testing it pass, not the label. Open it, smell it. Clean aroma, mild to medium flavor. The pick for daily cooking at volume and value. Premium. Cobram Estate. Founded in Australia in 1998, now in California too, where its US bottles are single-origin California oil, cold-pressed within about 6 hours. It runs its own accredited lab that tests every batch and prints a harvest date on the bottle. One of the most awarded brands in the world, and it took part in that same 2024 program. Grassy, vibrant, with a peppery finish that actually catches. Open it, smell it. Grassy, vibrant. A peppery finish that actually catches in the throat. If you've only ever used the Avoid List brands, this will taste like a completely different product. Canadian shelves are full of bottles. Most shoppers read once and never question again. 5 bottles, 1 lesson. Refined oil sold as light. A name brand that won't name a country. A heritage the lab didn't back. A perfect label a lab sees through. And an Italian name owned in Spain that paid $7 million over the word Italy. Read past the front, and when the label can't tell you, look for who's checking. A harvest date, a named origin, a certifier, the peppery catch in your throat. You're paying $20 a liter for something meant to be good for you. You deserve to know what's actually in the bottle.